The Hindu Marriage Act 1955 Section 3 Definition Section 3 Definition Section 3 Clause A में दे रखा है custom and usage. Section 3 Clause B में दे रखा है district court. Section 3 Clause C full blood half blood. Full blood half blood यानी कि two person are said to be related to each other by full blood when they are descendant from a common ancestor. Common ancestor. Common ancestor by the same wife. By the same wife. By the same wife. By the same wife and by half blood. By half blood when they are descendant. They are descendant from a common ancestor but different wives. But different wives. Unitary blood. यूटेरिन बर्ड हो गया UTERIN यूटेरिन बर्ड. Two person are said to be related to each other by uterine bird. Uterine bird when they are descendant from a common ancestor but in different husband. But in different uterine bird में क्या होगा uterine uterine bird. Two person are said to be in related to each other by uterine blood when they are descended from a common ancestors but in different in husband. Explanation in clause C and D. Ancestor including the fathers and ancestor from the mother. Ancestor from the mothers. E prescribe meaning prescribed by the rule made under this act. F clause subclause यानी कि 3 clause F subclause 1 spenda relation. SAPIND spenda relationship with the reference to any person extend as far as the third generation inclusive in the line of the descent through the mother. Line of the descent through the mother and the fifth inclusion in the line of the descent through the father. The line being traced upward in each case from the person concerned who is to be counted as the first generation. Two person are said to be spinda. Two person are said to be spindas. SAPINDA spindas of each other if one is a lineal lineal ascendant of the other within the limit of the spinda relationship, or if any they have in common in ligin ligin ascendant who is within the limit of the spinda relationship within reference to each of him. 3 clause G degree of the prohibition relationship. Degree of the prohibited degree of the prohibited relationship. Degree of the prohibited relationship. Degree of the prohibited relationship. Two person are said to be within the degree of the prohibited relationship. Degree of the prohibited relationship. G clause G subclause I. G subclause 1 if one is a lineal lineal ascendant of the other, or 2 if one was the wife or husband of a lineal ascendant or descendant of the other, or 3 if one was the wife of the brother or of the father or mother's brother, or of the grandfather or grandmother brother of the other, or 4 if the two are brother and sister. Two are brother and sister, uncle and niece. NIEC, niece, aunt, and nephew. NEPHU, nephew or children of brother and sister or sister or of the two brothers. If the two are brother and sister, uncle and niece, aunt and nephew, NEPHEW, nephew or children of the brother and sister of two brother or of two sister. Two brother or two sister explanation for the purpose of the clause F and G relationship include: 1. Relationship by half or uterine blood as well as by full blood. Relationship by half or uterine uterine blood as well as by the full blood. Second, enlargement blood relationship as well as legitimate. Third, relationship by adoption as well as by blood. A relationship by adoption as well as by blood, and all term of the relationship in whose clause shall be constructed accordingly. For Section 4, overhiding effect of the act. Overhiding effect of the overhiding effect of the act, save has otherwise expressly provided in this act. Char clause A. Any tax rule or interpretation of the Hindu law or any custom or usage as part of that law in force immediately before the commencement of this act shall cease to have effect with respect to any matter for which provision is made in this act. Char clause B. Char clause B. Any other law in force immediately before the commencement of this act shall cease to have effect in so far as it is inconsistent with any of the provision contained in this act. Okay. यानी कि सेक्शन 4 ओवरहाइडिंग इफेक्ट ऑफ द एक्ट. ओवरहाइडिंग इफेक्ट ऑफ द एक्ट हिंदू मैरिज हो गया. हिंदू मैरिज सेक्शन 5 कंडीशन फॉर हिंदू मैरिज. ए मैरिज में बी सोलेनाइज SOLEMNIZE solemnized between any two Hindus if the following conditions are fulfilled, namely: 1. Neither party has a spouse, spouse living at the time of the marriage. Second, at the time of the marriage, neither party A is inapplicable of giving a valid consent to in it in the consequence of the unsoundness of mind over this. B. Thought applicable of the giving valid consent has been suffering from mental disorder of such a kind or to such in extent has to be unfit for marriage and the procreation of the child. Procreation of child or C has been subject to recurrent attack of the insanity. इंसेंटी हो गया. इंसेंटी यानी कि सेक्शन 5 कंडीशन फॉर हिंदू मैरिज. A marriage may be solemnized between any two Hindu if the following conditions are fulfilled, namely: number 8, neither party has been spouse living at the time of the marriage. Neither party has a spouse living at the time of the marriage. 2. At the time of the marriage, neither party A inapplicable of the giving valid consent to it in the consequence of the unsoundness of mind over this. B. Thought applicable of the giving valid consent has been suffering from mental disorder of such a kind or to such in extent has to be unfit for the marriage and the procreation of the child or she has been subject to recurrent attack in insanity. Third, The bridegroom has been complete the age of the 21 year, and bride the age of the 18 year. Bride the age of the 18 year at the time of the marriage. Fourth, the party are not within the degree of prohibited prohibited relationship, unless the custom or usage governing each of him permitted. The bridegroom has completed the age of the 21 year, and bride the age of the 18 year at the time of the marriage. 4. The party are not within the degree. The party are not within the degree of prohibited relationship, not in the degree of the prohibited relationship, unless the custom or usage governing each of him permit of a marriage between the two. Marriage between the two. Fifth, the party are not spinda. Party are not spinda. Okay, party or not spinda. SAPINDA spinda of each other. The party are not spinda of each other. The party are not spinda SAPINDA spinda of each other, unless the custom or usage governing each of him permitted of a marriage between the two. Marriage between the two. The party are not spindas SAPINDA spenda of each other, unless the custom or usage governing each of him permit of a marriage between the two. Permit of the marriage between the two. Comments. Burden of proof. Okay, burden of proof. The material made available, documentary and oral, not spotting that the wife is Christian. Wife is Christian, held that the marriage is not illegal and void. Marriage is not illegal and void. टी टी मतलब टी पेरुमल बनाम आर नेसेमल 2004. TPERUMAL पेरुमल पेरुमल वर्सेस पेरुमल बनाम आर NESA नेसेमल NESAMLLA नेसेमल NESA नेसेमल MEL नेसेमल नेसेमल NESA NESAMLLAL नेसेमल AIR 2004 मतलब टी पेरुमल बनाम आर नेसेमल हो गया NESAMMEL नेसेमल AIR 2004. चाइल्ड मैरिज. एनी मैरिज सोलेमनाइज इन contravention of clause 3rd of section 5 in neither void nor voidable, the only consequence being that the person concerned are liable for the punishment under section 18, and further if the requirement of the clause 4 of the subsection 2 of the section 13 as inserted by the marriage law amended AMEND and amended act 1976 are satisfied at the instance of the bride and degree of the divorce DIVORC. Divorce can be granted. P. Venkatramana वर्सेस स्टेट ऑफ AR 1977. चाइल्ड मैरिज यानी कि डिग्री ऑफ द डिवोर्स कैन बी ग्रांटेड. P. रमणा वर्सेस स्टेट AIR 1977. AIR 1977 हो गया. P. वेंकटरमना वर्सेस स्टेट AIR 1977 हो गया. डिग्री ऑफ द डिवोर्स कैन बी ग्रांटेड. P. वेंकटरमना वर्सेस स्टेट AIR 1977. AIR